I'm realizing my screen is kind of dark, so hopefully I can read your comments. Maybe it's my light is too bright. And I've got like a weird bump in my head. Hi, hi, hi. Oh my gosh, numbers are growing fast. Hi. I'm so glad you guys are coming to watch. I'm trying to plug my phone in. I didn't think this through all the way. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, I'm trying to do a little maneuvering. It's not turning out too well. What is this? Okay, deal with it. Hi! Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Some weird things are happening, but we're gonna go with it. Hi, 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 hi! Oh my gosh, you guys are the best. Hello? Hi? Oh my gosh, guys, Kimmy's here. I love Kimmy. She's like the best. Hi! I only look this good because of SeneGence, and my makeup has stayed on all day long, even after being in a really hot, tiny little conference room and feeling like I was gonna die. It was so hot. We just hosted our local sweeper pageant for Miss Idaho, and we crowned four beautiful contestants or four beautiful Miss contestants and 3 teens, and I'm so excited. We have the best girls. I love it. I love volunteering for the Miss Idaho organization. So, okay, well, there's so many of you hopping on so fast that I'm really excited. I'm just like, oh, my stripes are like coming off big time. These were lips. They're from like 3 days ago, but I haven't redone them. And these are my like actual stripes. This is pink champagne. This is, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, this was Bella. This was blue red. This was Bee Ruby. They're like coming off. I didn't redo them today. And then down here I had Purple Rain, Caramel Apple, and Hazelnut. But like seriously, still there. I mean, yes, they're still there, but they're not coming off. Okay, so, hi. I don't know why I'm so nervous to do this. I love going live, but usually I go all live on my Teams page or on my my selling page, and so not everyone can see it, but today I am doing something really scary and going live for everyone in the whole world to see. And literally everyone in the whole world can see it because it's set to public. Woo! But I've had a lot of people recently asking me about SeneGence and about my experience and about all of that. So I just figured the best way to tell you is to just go live and share it all out loud. I also had a conversation with someone the other day, and she was talking to me about all I'm doing, and I was telling her everything, and she goes, "That's so awesome. I had no clue." And I was like, really? Because I feel like I'm posting about it a lot. And she's like, no, she's like, other girls post about it nonstop. That seriously, all I know is how awesome they're doing and what's happening with them. And I had no clue you were doing that. And it kind of like was like a ding, ding, ding to me that I was like, maybe I should just like step out of my comfort zone and share it with the world. So that's what I'm doing right now. Because I really do love the company so much, and I want everyone to know how much I love it because I'm that grateful for it. And the reason I don't usually post about things like this is, and like go out in the public about this, is because I feel like you see a lot of women post or share things, and to me it feels like for lack of a better way to say it, like a humble brag. And I don't ever want to be the person that makes other people feel like their life is not good, or that I'm like trying to say that my life is better. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying, but like that's why I maybe don't share my successes as much, because I know it frustrates me sometimes when girls say and do certain things. And maybe that's my own insecurity, so maybe I'm just going deep way too early right now. But I never wanted to feel like I was being like a humble bragger, but whatever. So now I'm sharing it because I just feel like it kind of sucks that my family and friends can't share in the success as much because I'm too scared to share it. So now I'm going to all of you. So I'm really excited. All right, guys, before I start, okay, all of the light bulb moment combined with today made me like, no, I needed to go live today. And that's why about an hour ago, I just decided I'm going to go live because big things happened today. First, I checked my mail for the first time in a while, and I had my commission check, and guys, first, that's awesome. I was so pumped to get my commission check because I just opened my business bank account, and so it's going to be my first commission check going into my business account, and I just filed for my LLC, and I'm going to be an S Corp with the government. I think that's the right way to say it. And so I'm going to be paying myself, and I'm really excited. I don't know why that sounds so cool to me, but I like feel like a real businesswoman now because I like have a payroll and I pay myself. So this is so cool. So I got my first commission check that will go into my new business bank account, and now I'm going to pay myself from my personal business account. So it's like really exciting for me. I don't know, maybe that's stupid. And then I also got if you didn't know, I have a really, really awesome opportunity that SeneGence pays my lease on my car because I qualified for that within the company. And to qualify, it's based on my sales and my team's sales. And so since October, my car has been paid for by the company, and I got my car check today. And this is the most exciting part, you guys. Today, I am officially, within the company, what they call a Sapphire Crown Princess! And I'm really excited because that blows my mind. That's the easiest way to say it. I'm like beyond thrilled that this could even be happening to me. So what that means is throughout the company, oh my gosh, you guys are so nice with so many hearts and likes. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It's just crazy. So in the company, they have all of these ranks that you can get, and Allie, you can message me later and I'll talk to you. They have all of these ranks that you can get, and they start with distributor, and that's just when you sign up. And then the first rank and the second rank are called the Road to Royalty, and it's called a Maiden and a Royal in Waiting, and that's the Road to Royalty. And then as you grow your team, you get to hit all these cool ranks. It goes from Royal in Waiting to Royal to Lady to Countess to Duchess to Princess. And then when your team hits $1 million in group sales volume, you become a Crown Princess. And I did that in January, and that is crazy because my team has only started growing since June. I signed up in June. I signed up my first distributor the last week of June, and then in July my team really started to form. And so literally since June, and basically since July, because my first girl didn't even order until July, my team had done $1 million. And then last month I hit what's called Ruby Crown Princess, and that means $2 million. And this month we hit $3 million. So I'm now a Sapphire Crown Princess as of 10 o'clock p.m. last night, or if you want to be really technical, as of 2 a.m. this morning when the system's updated. So I'm so excited. It's the coolest thing ever. I have this what we call a stretch goal, or I was talking to Hannah, I think she's on here right now, what I'm going to call a contortionist goal of being a queen, which would mean my team does $5 million by April, and that's really, really pushing it. But I just really want it to happen. So being a queen was my 2017 goal. So I technically got till the end of the year, but numbers reset on April 1st. So, okay, now I've told you all the exciting things. What exactly does that do for you? It just moves me up in a rank. I just get this fancy title of being a Sapphire Crown Princess or a queen. And that's all it does for me. It means my team's growing. It means that I'm leading an awesome team that's totally killing it. And so that's the one part that I should really tell you, is that anything that is awesome that happens to me is because I have a killer team. All I do is lead them and cheerlead them on, and they are the awesome ones. I don't do much at all. I just love my team. I literally have the best team in the whole world. Annette, you are so nice. You're so nice. Okay. So that's all the exciting things that happened today. So now let me actually tell you the real reason why I got on here. So, of course, a lot of you are my Facebook friends, so you already know this story. But, Kirsty, we are totally SeneTwins. We hit everything around the same time, and I love her. Yes, bigger GSV means bigger commission checks, which I'll get to that. Okay, so let me tell you a little quick snippet about me. If you don't already know this, I would think you do because I post about baseball all the time, but I'm married to this really awesome guy. His name's Adam, and he plays baseball, and when we met, he was playing at the collegiate level, and we got married in August, and then in June, he got drafted to play baseball for the Arizona Diamondbacks, so he is in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization in their minor league system. And so when he got drafted, what that means is we don't live together very much. So that first year from June until October he was gone, and then every year moving forward it's been from February until give or take October-ish, depending on what camps or things he gets invited to. So ever since, okay, that first year was fine because it wasn't that long, and he was playing in Montana, which meant he was in Utah a lot, and then yada, 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 you get the idea. Oh my gosh, he just got on. Hi, Adam. But ever since after that first season, and I knew Adam would be leaving again, I wanted to figure out how to spend more time with him. So we moved to Arizona. Well, I worked for Marriott, so I transferred down to a property in Arizona so I could be with him more. And it didn't work out. I wasn't totally happy there because even though we were together like a few more months out of the year, when he was gone, I was all by myself. I didn't have any friends. I didn't love my job, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. And so the next year we moved. I just told Adam, I was like, I need a change. We need to go to Idaho. Or we need to go to Utah or Idaho. So I applied for jobs in Utah and I applied for jobs in Idaho. I got a really awesome job at Boise State. And so we moved to Idaho. But all while this is happening, I'm still in my head like, I really need a remote job because I really want to support Adam in his dream to play baseball, and I really want to be there for him. But I also know I need to be making money because, newsflash, minor league baseball players don't make that much money. They work their little hindies off, and they don't make enough. And but I wanted Adam to be able to say that he did what he wanted to. And I didn't want to be the reason he couldn't. So I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for a remote job, and nothing ever happened. And I was so sad, and I just kept working. And then, okay, fast forward. Okay, so in June, actually, let's rewind a tiny bit. In March, my friend Beth, she added me to this Facebook group. And let me tell you something. I freaking hate notifications. I hate every single one. I even went through my phone and I turned off every badge because I hate those little red icons that are like 10 things, 4 things. And I also, made me feel like I needed to be on my phone all the time, and I was always worrying about like what likes I was getting and things like that. So I turned them off because it just made me a happier person. So Beth added me to this Facebook group. And I messaged her right away. And she's like rubbing her lips and this lipstick's not coming off. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey girl, what's Lipsation? And she's like, it's actually called LipSense. And told me, like, gave me the whole spiel of like how awesome it is. And I was like, that's so cool. I'm going to remove myself from your group. I hate notifications. And she's like, oh, that's fine. I was like, if I have any questions, I'll let you know. And then once in a while, Beth would still post on her personal page. And the more I kept watching her, the more I was like, I think I really want some of that. I love lipstick, and like that's my thing, is like I love having colors that people are like, what are you wearing? So I really wanted to like at least try it out. But then the more I got thinking about it, I was like, no, I love lipstick. I want to sign up to sell it. And so I talked to Adam and I was like, hey Adam, like Beth's selling this lipstick, and I think that it would be really cool if I could at least sign up and get a discount, and what do you think? And he was like, well, talk to Beth and see what she has to say, blah, blah, blah. So I messaged Beth a ton of questions, and like was asking her all of these things about it, and she was like, girl, I make enough to pay my car payment. And that's when I was kind of like, wait a second, if I can like get a discount and make a little bit of money, then I can pay to go see my husband. How cool would that be to go be able to see my husband? So I signed up, with the intention of getting a discount and maybe making a little bit of money, because I'm always, and this is not meant to be a negative thing, but I'm like a little schemer. I'm always like, how can I make a little bit of extra money so I can have my fun money and see my husband and pay our bills and do everything I want all the time with money? Because money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a lot of things. And so I always wanted to make sure that like I could do what I wanted and go see my husband, which I really, really wanted. And when I went there, I didn't want it to be like, oh, well, we have to do X, Y, Z, or we can't do anything because it costs so much for me to come visit. And then also I had to pay the bills. So I was like, okay, I can make a little bit of money. And I was like, okay, let's think about this. So talked to Beth. I like filled out the whole form. Cider's growling at me. I'm going to try and pick him up. Let's see if he runs away. He didn't. Oh, he did. Okay, never mind. Cider, everyone just wants to see you. You're so cute. Okay, so I filled everything out, and then I messaged Adam. I was like, hey, Adam. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to sign up for LipSense. And he was like, Deej, are you sure you want to? Because you've tried those things a lot of times, and they haven't really worked out. And he's right. I've signed up for a lot of things in my scheming ways that have like totally not worked out. I tried Mary Kay, I tried Color by Amber, I tried Melaleuca, I tried all of these things, and it like just didn't work out partially because I wasn't like super passionate about the product, and partially because I was probably just really lazy. I didn't like get it. I didn't like dive full in. I don't know. But he was right. They didn't work out. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's going to work out. I want a discount on lipstick. If nothing else, I get a discount on this amazing lipstick that doesn't come off when I rub it, because Adam wouldn't kiss me, and I would wear lipstick all the time, and he would be like, not when you're wearing that. Go wipe that off. Okay? And I was like, okay, I really want that lipstick if nothing else. So I signed up. I said, Adam, it's going to work out. It's going to be worth it. If nothing else, I'm going to get a discount on the lipstick that I'm going to be buying too much of anyways. So I signed up, and then I waited for my kit to come, and once it arrived, I started trying it on, and I was like, oh, wait, this stuff is freaking legit. Like, it really doesn't come off. And, like, I'm, like, rubbing it and showing people, and I'm like, oh, look. Ooh, look. So much that the sorority that I advise calls me the weird advisor that rubs her lips all the time. Thanks, ASA. That was rude. But then I was like, okay, so I started showing my friends, and they started placing orders, and then I got this like light bulb moment in my head. It sounds like I get lots of light bulb moments in my head. I don't have that brilliant of ideas all the time. Oh, just ran right into the wall. And so I had this idea, and I was like, well, I'm a baseball wife, and sometimes I have to go sit at a baseball game for 5 hours, and I'm drinking my Dr. Pepper and eating my pretzel, and my lipstick comes off, and so how cool is it that now I don't have to worry about that? So I'm part of this baseball wives group, and I posted in there, and I said, hey, guys, I'm selling this awesome lipstick. We'll rub my lips, show you everything. You should buy it. It's great for double headers, because seriously, double headers can last forever. Or even a single header that is tied and goes on for 14 innings, so it's basically a double header. It lasts forever. So I posted in that group, and no one really responded, and I was like, well, what a bust, but whatever. I love it. And then a week later, a girl posted in there. I was like, hey, who was it that posted about selling LipSense? And actually, Em just got on. She tagged me, and I was like, Deidre sells it. She was like, so quick. And I was like, awesome. So I messaged the girl, and I was like, hey, girl, did you want to buy some? She's like, no, I actually want to sell it. And I was like, shut up. I just got my first. And I like was so excited because I was getting my first team member. I had no clue what that meant or anything, because like I wasn't planning on building a team. I was just planning on making some sales and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. Yeah. And then my friends' orders started coming in, and then they were like, I want to sign up. And I was like, what is this life? People are coming to me to sign up? This is weird. So, yeah. In June, I signed up one girl, and I think in July, I signed up like 3 or 4, and they were all rocking and rolling, and I thought it was so awesome because I was building this team, and I had no clue what I was doing, and I'm sure they were very aware I had no clue what I was doing, because I was a little bit of a mess. I mean, you can see me right now. I'm a little bit all over the place. So then we were working. They were placing their orders. They were making their sales. XYZ. You get it. Oh, hey, Carrie. And so then that was July. And then August rolls around. And I get my check from July. And guys, I'm just going to tell you how much I made on my first check. I actually don't know if I'm supposed to. I made a fair amount of money, more than I was planning on making. It was in the 3 digits, so 1, 2, 3, period, cent. And I was like, well, this is kind of cool because I just signed up girls because I love the product. I didn't actually realize I could make real money off of this. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna start really selling, and I'm gonna start really building my team, and I'm gonna really jump in. Oh, Carrie wants me to tell you guys our SeneGence love story because it's a main part. I'm just gonna tell you really quick. Carrie found me on Facebook because someone added her to my group, and she said, I want to come over and try some, and I said, okay. And I invited a stranger over to my house, and she could have killed me, but she didn't. And I think actually that is when the moment I realized, if people aren't going to kill me when they come to my house and they just want lipstick, then I can totally do this. So I did. So I started recruiting, and I started selling, and I started building a team, and I was really excited about it. And I felt this new passion bloom inside me that I was so thrilled to be doing this. So let's backtrack 5 seconds to remember that job that I moved to Idaho for. It's called, I worked at Boise State. And I really, really was excited about it when I started working there. But the longer I worked there, the further I got into not liking it. I love planning events, but I realized that wasn't where my passion lies. I always thought event planning is everything. That's what I want to do. It's my passion. It's my drive. It's XYZ. I love events. But the more I did with events and the more I got withdrawn from those one-on-one conversations, the more I realized I didn't like it. And then the more I started building a team and training and all of that and selling a product that I loved, I realized how much I freaking loved SeneGence and did not love my full-time job. So, okay. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way to get out of Boise State sooner because I'm not as happy as I thought I was. And so I started looking for remote jobs again, even harder so I could leave because I wasn't thrilled. And I loved SeneGence, and I knew if I could find a remote job, even a part-time remote job, to supplement my SeneGence business, that I could be fine, and I could pay the bills, and I could go visit Adam and all of the above, right? So I started looking for jobs, because remember how I told you at the very beginning of this, I had prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for a remote job so I could be with Adam, because it was so hard to be away from him, and I wanted that so badly. I had prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. And then, I got a job interview. I got a job interview with this really awesome company called PGC, Point Guard College, and they're a basketball camp, and I love sports. I really love sports. And basketball used to be my favorite until I met and married Adam, and now baseball is my favorite. But I love sports. So I was like, this is so cool. This takes my love for sports with my love for event planning. I get to work from home. I get to see Adam more. It's got all of the things, right? Okay, so while I'm interviewing for this job, I also, at my work, take this test called the Strengths Finder. And we take this test, and it tells you what your top 5 strengths are. And, guys, I am leaving out important parts. I'll go back to it. I take this test, and I realize, my strengths, everything of my strengths is geared towards SeneGence. I'm a futuristic person, which means I'm always about we can all do it, we can all go together, we can all cross the bridge and be awesome and do awesome things. So that was my number 1. My next one was a woo, which means I like to talk to everyone. I'm like, hi, 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 hi. And then I'm a relator, which means that once I go, hi, 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 hi to everyone, I like to really build this close community and help them thrive. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? I like to say hi to everyone, and then I like to build my team and help them thrive. And then my other 2s, twos. My other two, I don't remember, because those three were like, just a like, bing to me, like, why am I working here? This doesn't relate to anything that I have a strength finder in. And while I was taking the strength finder test at my Boise State job, everything I was doing, I was comparing to SeneGence. I wasn't comparing it to my Boise State job. So then that made me want this remote job even more, okay? So I was really excited. Oh, competitive was one of my other top 5. And if you know me, you know that's accurate. Okay, so I really am trying so hard to get this remote job, because I think that in combination with SeneGence is going to help me thrive. While all of this is happening, I'm still building my team, and my team is doing awesome things, and I qualified for a freaking car. What? A free car? That was one of my very first goals, was to get a free car, because I had a car for 11 years. And it was like, every time I took it in for repairs, it cost about $2,000, and I wanted to cry. And the service engine light had been on since I was a junior in college, which that was a long time. That was a very long time to have a service engine light on. And when I would take it in to get it repaired, they would fix it, and then the next day, the service engine light would be on again. And I'm like, I'm not spending $2,000 again, so let's hope that this service engine light is fake. But it wasn't, because my car was really dying fast. So I really wanted a free car. So in October, I qualified for a free car. And the only thing is once you hit all of the qualifications, if you're curious as to what they are, you can message me. You have to pick a blue car. So I got this really cute blue Mazda CX-5, and I love it so much. And it's only been backed into one other car. Thanks, Adam. Love ya. And so that happened. Now I'm interviewing for a job. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, things are falling into place. SeneGence is really happening for me, and it's really changing my life, and I like feel so happy. And then guys, I have my last interview and then Aurelia joined my team in October, and life is complete. I have my last interview, and during my interview, they offer me the job. They offer me the job to work remotely, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all my prayers have been answered. I love SeneGence. I have a car. I just got a remote job. I can quit my job. This is over Christmas break. I can quit my job when I go back to work. I can quit my job on Monday when I go back to work. How crazy is that? And then I was talking to Adam about it, and we were really excited. And then we talked a little bit more, and then we talked a little bit more. And then Adam and I just decided that job wasn't for me, that I wasn't supposed to take it. And you guys, do you want to know why? It's because SeneGence was the answer to all my prayers. That sounds really dramatic, but it was. I was getting the fulfillment I needed. I was having that adult interaction, which I loved. I have seriously the most incredible team and uplines, and I'm making friends all the time. And I love the product, and I'm like, SeneGence was every answer to my prayer. And so Adam and I decided I wasn't going to take that remote job, and I was going to stay at Boise State until June, when Miss Idaho is, so that I could make more money. I don't know, 2 incomes is better than 1, I guess. And so I told Adam, I was like, okay, we're going back to the plan where I'm going to try and stay here until June, and I'll quit the week before Miss Idaho, I'll do Miss Idaho stuff, and then I'll come out and be with you. Okay, so then January commissions come out. Actually, guys, I left out a very important part. It wasn't January. This story that I'm saying, rewind, it happened before I got offered the job. The November commissions come out in December, and I post in this group chat, and I'm like, oh, I almost got the dog for you. I post in this group chat, the founder of the company's in, guys. That's how accessible the founder of the company is. Her name is Joni. I'm obsessed with her. She'll give her phone number out to anyone. She's in a group chat with us, and she's willing to like talk about things. I'm obsessed. She's literally the best in the whole world. She's like the coolest part of this company. So I post in the group chat. I'm like, I'm just at my full-time job, just crying because my commission check is like more than I ever thought it could be. And Joni responds, Deidre, why are you still working a job? I know how much money you made last month. And I was like, ugh! The CEO and founder of SeneGence, the company I love so much, just called me out in front of a lot of people. A lot of people, a lot of my uplines, and a lot of leaders in the company. And I was like, ah! She totally just called me out. What is this life? I was so embarrassed. And then my friend Carrie messaged me and was like, Joni just called you out. Quit your job. And I was like, I can't. This is so terrifying. Okay. So then I got offered this job, blah, 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 all the stuff I already told you. Fast forward again. Okay, so then it's January, and they have this awesome conference in January that's called PIT. It's Princess in Training, and in January is the Glam It Up training, and you go to learn about products and product knowledge and how to apply the makeup, and that's why my makeup is getting so much better, is because I went to that training and I really didn't know how to do makeup before. And if you want your makeup done, let me know, because I'm trying to get qualified to do this certification. And I have until the end of the month to get about 20 more faces, so I need to do a lot of work. Okay, sorry, I got off topic. So I went to this training, and while I was there, I was talking to a few of my team, Tamara and Allie and Laura Lynn, and then a few other girls. I think they're on here, like Marissa and Kirsty, and a few girls, about like my job and how I want to quit, but I gotta wait because insurance and blah, 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 and like I'm terrified because I need insurance and insurance and insurance and insurance and insurance. You get that? Heidi, I'll totally do your makeup. Let's set up a time. So I was like, Tamara kept being like, you need to quit your job. You need to quit your job. And Carrie's been telling me for months because she wants to go to lunch with me on Fridays. And I was just so scared. And so I had a moment to talk with Joni. Because guys, seriously, she's so accessible. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but that's how I say it. So I was talking to her and I said something about... I'll meet you in Glen's Ferry. I was talking to Joni about how she called me out in front of everyone. I was like, my downline still laughs about it. She thinks it's the funniest thing. And she goes, well, did you quit? And I was like, no. And she goes, why not? And I said, to be honest, I'm just really scared about insurance and about like, I'm the breadwinner of the family right now because my husband is fulfilling his dreams and I'm just trying to be supportive, and like it got real heavy real fast. And then she was like, why are you scared? She's like, have you researched insurance at all? And I said, no, I haven't. And she said, well, you can't be scared until you've researched it. And like, this isn't the CEO talking to me about this, like so like heart to heart real. She's like, you research it. I can promise you this company's not going anywhere, but you research insurance and then you tell me if you can't quit your job. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I went back over and I was talking to Laura Lynn on my team, and I was telling her about what Joni said, and then I was talking to her about how another girl that's higher up in the company told me that she almost messaged me January the year before. And I was like, can you imagine if she would have messaged me and I would have signed up then? Can you imagine like where I'd be now? And she's like, yeah, but think about that in relation to you quitting your job. Can you imagine if you would have waited if you wait until June to quit your job? Can you imagine how different it would be? If you quit now, you can dedicate all that time instead of just 1 hour a night. If you spent 8 hours plus a day doing this business, can you imagine how different it would be? Do you want to get to June and be thinking, can you imagine if I actually would have quit in January? And I was like, that's actually a really good point. Okay, so I'm like, I really need to think about things. And so the rest of the day I thought about things, and I actually didn't think about it that long. I went home to Adam that afternoon after the training, and I said, hey, Adam. He was like, what? And I was like, I'm going to quit my job. He was like, what? I was like, I'm going to quit my job on Tuesday, because that's when I went back to work. And he's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm going to quit my job on Tuesday because, and then I told him, I was like, I can figure out insurance. My dad said I could do some contract work for him, and then maybe he'll just put me on his insurance, or I can go into the Diamondbacks insurance, which I know that isn't potentially long term, but it's better than nothing. And I just like, and I talked about the, can you imagine with if she had contacted me earlier in my life now, and can I imagine, like, blah, blah, blah. I, like, re-said everything. And I said, I know I'm going to be so much happier if I quit my job. And so we decided I'd quit my job. And I called my dad to tell him, because I always have to run everything by my dad as far as being a businesswoman, because it's terrifying. And he's been an entrepreneur for most of my adult life, most of my life in general. So I called my dad, and he was like, okay, which I was baffled by. I really was expecting my dad to tell me it was a bad idea. I really was hoping actually he would talk me out of it, but he said okay, and I was like, okay, then I guess I'm doing it. So then I got back to work on Tuesday, and I got too nervous to tell my boss, and so I didn't quit. And then Wednesday came, and then I was like, okay, I've got a student meeting today, so, because I managed a team of students, and I was like, I want to let them know I am quitting, so I need to quit my job first. So I went into my boss's office, and I said, hey, do you have a second to talk? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I only have a few minutes because I have to go to my meeting with my students. And I sat down, and I shut the door, and she like gave me this really concerned look, and I was like, I don't know why I'm so nervous now, but I'm going to quit. I need to put in my 2 weeks. I'm really nervous. She just looked at me like, what the heck just happened? And I was like, I don't know why I'm so nervous right now, but SeneGence has just really taken off, and I'm really excited, and and like I just like said everything to her. I just like thought dumped and word vomited and all of the above, and she was probably less shocked that I was quitting and more worried if I was going to pass out. But I put in my 2 weeks and I quit. And it was terrifying. I still can't believe I don't have a job. I've had a job since I was 14. I mean, I have a job. I'm working for myself. But, like, I'd had a job in an office or at a venue since I was 14. So that's a long time. That's 14 years. Guys, in case you didn't know, that's 14 years. Do the math. You can figure it out. So I quit my job, and then I just felt so much peace. And I was excited. And I was excited to tell people I was working from home. And I was excited to just like get to work. And you know what happened from, I am not old. You know what happened from December to January? I kicked it in gear. I went and I recruited and I worked hard and I built my team and I started doing trainings. And my check from December to January almost tripled. It almost tripled. And you know what happened from January to February? My check went up. It almost doubled. And you know what happened from last month to this month? It went up again. And already in 2017, I have made more money than I did in all of 2016 combined. What? What is this life? I cannot even believe it. And it's all because I took a leap of faith and I dove in and I really have put my energy towards my team and I've really taken the time to like put it all towards that. And yeah, my team is a $3 million team now, and it's because I took that leap of faith and I freaking jumped in and I've dedicated all my time to my team and making sure that they're successful. And you know what? Yeah, making that much money is super awesome, and I feel really good about my savings right now because that's where it's all going, into my big, fat, sexy savings. But you know what's even cooler to me is seeing all the girls on my team succeed. They're doing the coolest things. Like, I have the coolest girls on my team, and they're crushing it, and they're breaking their goals every single day, and that is awesome to me. And that is my favorite part of this company, is that I can build these relationships with women and I can help them set goals and I can help them achieve them and I can help them change their lives. I can help and I can be a part of that. And when they do awesome things, that is where my drive comes from. And that is where my motivation comes from. And what the heck? Okay, I'm not going to cry. I don't have a pen to click. That is the coolest freaking part to me. I have the coolest team, and I love seeing them do great things. And I love when they message me, oh my gosh, Deidre, this was my commission check this month. Oh my gosh, Deidre, I ranked. Oh my gosh, Deidre, I signed up 2 girls today. And I'm like, I love this. Seriously, this company is the coolest thing in the world because you can find success for whatever motivates you. If it's building a team, there's success there. If it's making those fat checks, you can find success there. No matter what drives you, you can find a way to grow in this company, and you can find something that just like lifts you to the highest high. And you know what else is cool about it? It's not just happening for me. It's happening for so many women. It's happening for so many women. Doesn't matter when they joined. If they could have joined 15 years ago, because that's right, the company's been around since 1999, so that's how you know they're not going anywhere. Or they could have joined 1 month ago. I have a girl on my team, Hannah, she's on here right now. Her check 10 times, 9 times, whatever, however you say that. Hannah, I hope that's okay that I just said that in public. But Hannah messaged me and she was like, Deidre, my check multiplied 9 times what I made last month. And that is so cool because she signed up like how many months after me? June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months after me, and she's seeing the same things that I'm seeing, and she's seeing that success. And I have girls on my team like Riley, I think she's on here too. I actually know she is because she just commented, unless she somehow magically got off. And she signed up for a discount, and now she's like feeling like on cloud 9 because she's like realizing all of the benefits of this company. Guys, the other cool things about this company, not only do they have the coolest compensation plan, but you can earn a car. I've earned a trip to Hollywood, to Cabo, to Costa Rica. Guys, these things are crazy, and it's contagious. It's contagious. I'm gonna talk about Riley again. Hey girl. Because she joined the team for a discount, but then she just like, it just like consumed her, and she wanted to be a part of it so much that she started building her own team because she's like, I don't want to miss out on that. I don't want to be the one that's sitting at home being like, what the heck? Why didn't I start doing it? So she started building a team, and now she is doing awesome things. And it's because this company is so contagious. I think Areli just asked a question. How many girls on your team have $1 million teams? How many girls on your team are getting a free car? I can't wait for my team to be like your team and to help that many women. And then it cut off. Guys, there's probably 10, maybe 15 women on my team that have a free car. They've all joined after me, because if they're on my team, they're underneath me. So everyone on my team has been in this company since July or later. And about 10 to 15 of them have a car. I know at least one of them went to Costa Rica. Two of them went to Hollywood with me. Two of them are about to qualify for Cabo. I have I was counting myself in that, 3 girls on my team with $1 million teams. Carrie, Tamara, and Allie all have $1 million teams. And that's just the start, because a lot of these girls are just jumping in, and they will be $1 million teams too. Because this company is awesome. I can't say it enough times. And now I just feel like I'm just yelling and screaming and lifting my hands. But guys, I can't say enough good things. And I just felt like I wanted to put it out there for you so you could know my story and know what is happening and know why I'm like on cloud a billion every single day. This company has changed my life. Tell them about how your team is going to pitch in to buy an island. My team is not going to pitch in to buy an island. Adam, you're crazy. Guys, this business, I can't say enough good things. And you want to know the coolest part? This company, a lot of you see it and you're like, oh man, lipstick. Oh man, makeup. It's just a lipstick company. No, let me tell you something. It is so much more than that. It is so much more than that. This company has changed my life in more ways than I can even count. The money is one thing. That's a whole different thing. The opportunity to work from home. But those things, yeah, those are awesome. But this company changes women's attitudes. It changes our ability to build friendships. It has changed the way I look at my life. I am on cloud 9 every single day because I am so happy. I am so happy with this company, and it has increased my confidence, and it has made me, like, I just want to talk to everyone, and, like, I just know that when I thought I was happy right here, and I thought that that was max, I was wrong. This company has taken it off the charts. This company has increased my confidence. This company has changed everything for me, and I am grateful every day that I'm a part of it, because it has given me an opportunity to grow and to learn, and it has given me an opportunity to change my life. And that is crazy to me. I do want to work instead of sleep. That's crazy! I love naps. Guys, I love it. I can't say enough good things. And I want you to know that I mean this with my whole heart. It's not a dollar sign to me. It is changing lives. And I have 1,068 women to back me up in that, because that is how many women are on my team, and they are experiencing the same things. And this company, I said it the other day in one of the pages, and I'm going to say it again. This company can completely change your life if you allow it to. if you let it in and if you go in with a whole heart and you're ready to rock and roll. And that is amazing to me, and I love it. And this is just the beginning. And that is awesome, because who knew it could get better than this? Every day I'm like, it can't get better. And then it does. So there you have it. That's my story this far. I cannot wait to see what happens next. So, love you all. Oh my gosh, thank you for all of the hearts. Thank you for being here. Thanks for commenting. Guys, I have the best team. Hannah, Megan, Christine, Bess. You guys are so awesome. So many of you are on here from my team, and I love you all so much. You guys are the best, best, best. If you're not on my team and you want to talk and you want to have a conversation about it, send me a message right now. Let's chat. I want to change your life too. I want you to be a part of this. So message me, okay? Message me, or if your friend shared this video from my team, message them. I'm not trying to poach right now, but I can't. This company is awesome, and I am ready right now to change your life. Distributor number 1978300. Go. Let's join. Let's rock and roll. Let's change lives. Let's have the best time. Let's party every single day. Let's party every single night. I love you. Good night, Boise, Idaho, and everyone else that's watching. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm thrilled. And this is just the beginning, and that is awesome. So I'm going to be done now because I've been talking for a long time. Thank you for watching. Bye. Message me if you have any questions.